Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Thursday, July 30th, 2020. My gosh, we're almost done with July, folks. Hello, I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a wonderful day. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg. When I say wonderful, it was like picture perfect today. And the outlook is looking pretty picture perfect. I mean, a chance for rain coming up on Sunday, but man, oh man, it's a good time. You know why it's a good time too? Because the gardens are like totally producing now. Like, you had your early stuff come in, and now you got the rest of it coming in. Sweet corn's in. Hoping to do a sweet corn thing coming up. I've got my son behind me doing some painting or whatever he's doing. I mean, life is good. And we're glad you're here with us today. We have a very busy show today coming up for you. We'll get you the latest on the headlines here in just a moment. But our family has just started to add in blueberries into our diet. And have you at home tried it? Well, it's National Blueberry Month. We'll talk about it with my favorite person, Andrea, over at Hy-Vee. She's going to give us the latest on blueberries, including blueberries mixed in with your turkey burger. What? Question mark? Yeah, it's going to be good. You're going to want to stay tuned for this. It's a lot of fun. We'll head out to Hy-Vee here coming up. And then I check in with the Fitchburg Historical Society. They've got an awesome website that you need to check out, and we'll go through some of the highlights today coming up here in a little bit later in the show. But first, we do go right to the headlines, and we start with the traffic alert. We told you about this yesterday on Talking Fitchburg, but a reminder here that as part of the McKee Road construction project, a 4-night closure of the eastbound lanes between Spoke Drive and Marketplace Drive will be closing up. This will allow for work in the area to expedite construction of the North Bridge abutment and associated road work. Flagging operations will be in place throughout the night to allow traffic flow through the construction area. You can expect some stopped traffic and delays in the area during the night. This nightly closure will begin on Sunday, August 2nd from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And then on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the hours will be 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Questions regarding the closure, you can contact these fine folks that are up on your screen. And of course, we always encourage you to go to the website, fitchburgwi.gov, for more. And we'll, of course, talk about it on Monday to remind you. And then we'll talk about the full construction update, well, next Wednesday with Bill Balke here on Talking Fitchburg. All right, moving into the Senior Center. Senior Center has in-house foot care available. They've got a couple of sessions coming up here. Foot care is now available on a limited basis. All safety measures will be in place. You must call 270-4290 to schedule your appointment and receive more information. The cost is $20. You must wear a mask. Disposable masks will be provided at the Senior Center if you don't have one. The appointment dates as followed: August 4th and August 11th while the appointments last. I would say if you haven't called already, if you want to get in on this, give the Senior Center a call. Again, 270-4290. Also, transportation options for the Senior Center. This is what we've got currently going on. Transit Solutions is committed to making sure that older adults have what they need during this challenging times. And we have the services that for the Senior Center and Transit Solutions collaborating. So this includes shopping / errands. The bus can take you or groceries or to a general shopping location. And here are some of those. Rides are limited to 2 passengers at a time. You may also schedule a ride to the bank or pharmacy, grocery store delivery. If you are able to order groceries online, Transit will pick up your order and deliver those to your home. Medical appointments during the shutdown, you still have transportation options for medical appointments. If you need a ride, call Dane County Transportation Call Center. It's 242-6489, 242-6489. All right. Speaking about wearing masks, another kind of a nice little piece here to make sure that you are wearing a mask. We can all be part of the solution to this pandemic. Wearing a mask in public helps prevent the spread of the virus by blocking respiratory droplets from our mouths and noses when we talk, shout, sing, cough, and sneeze. Yeah. We recommend not using masks with a valve because droplets and particles can get through. We recommend a cloth face covering instead or on top of a face mask with the valve. So kind of keep that in mind. Mask works best when we all wear them. Mask up, Madison, mask up, Dane County. And again, you should see that sign when you enter the businesses locally here in Dane County. All right, I want to tell you about a fun walk coming up for a great mission. It's the Alzheimer's Walk. This happens annually. It's put on by the Wisconsin region here of Alzheimer's and Dementia Alliance. And this year's is taking place proactive steps to protect the community members affected by Alzheimer's or other dementia. Our annual walk our walks have been in person since September. We're pivoting to a virtual walk fundraiser to continue this walk tradition. Committee members impacted with Alzheimer's or other dementia needs us now more than ever. You, that's right, you can make a difference as a Alzheimer's walker. Yeah, walk with us on Wednesdays to benefit your health. At the same time, show your support to the community. Set your goal and your donation amount. All proceeds go back into the community, providing educational and social services to enhance their emotional, physical, and mental well-being. Currently, more than 110,000 Wisconsin residents are living with Alzheimer's or other dementias. As of today, there is no cure, but there are strategies and treatments that are enabled people to live, create, and maintain a high quality of life throughout the course of the disease. To that end, the AWAW team works diligently to improve the lives of individual families who experience Alzheimer's or related dementias. We provide personal consultation and access to education and resources. Because of you, we continue to help individuals on their journey. In fact, we're going to talk with the Alliance coming up next Tuesday. We'll learn a little bit more about their organization in this walk coming up. All right, finally, this story is for Andrew, who doesn't like hot dogs. Happy Chili Dog Day. That's right. Chili Dog Day is happening here today. And from your friends at the old Keeping Yourself Healthy for foodborne illness. I don't know, these just two things just seem to tie together, if you ask me. But it says make sure if in mind, food safety in mind, while you are enjoying this yummy but messy dish, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap and water before diving in to prevent the spread of germs. Ending on a high note here in the headlines. Coming up next, we head out to Hy-Vee. That can only mean one thing. Andrea's got some good ideas, and we're talking about blueberries. Stay tuned. You're going to want to see these recipes next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg out at the Hy-Vee off of Whitney Way, and I'm here with registered dietitian and certified dietitian.
Right.
I'm not sure what the difference is, but I'm going to say double the certificate is a really good thing. It's Andrea Miller. Andrew, thank you for having us back here.
You're welcome.
Before we get started with blueberry madness, today what we're going to do to practice some good social distancing here, and I also want to make sure people understand you and hear what you have to say.
Right.
I'm going to walk away here, still ask you some questions, have you remove your mask so you can talk, make sure people hear you.
Okay.
And we're going to kick things off with, tell us about, so it is National Blueberry Month.
It is July.
So we're going to go a little bit crazy today. So tell me first off the benefit to blueberries.
So the big benefit to blueberries, we hear a lot about the antioxidant properties of blueberries, which are disease-fighting properties. They also have vitamin C, which not many people are aware of. So it's not just citrus fruits, but blueberries as well have vitamin C, they have some vitamin K, and they have manganese. They also are a good source of fiber. So blueberries aren't very calorically dense, but they are nutrient dense. So they're a good source of fiber. They do have a high water content, so it works well in some of the recipes that we're going to be using today. And of course, they're tasty.
Yeah, and you told me that frozen, whether it's frozen or not frozen, these still work really well for recipes.
Yes, so frozen, whether you're talking fruit or vegetable, doesn't matter what kind, including blueberries, nutritionally, just as good as fresh.
And you have to have you're recommended to have 2 cups of fruit a day?
Yes, and only about 12% of Americans get that. So I don't know if it's a misconception or misinformation, but in general, fruits have natural sugar, and what that means when we say natural sugar is there's nutrition that comes along with the sugar. So that's the carbohydrates I mentioned, the fiber, the water content, the vitamins and minerals, and the antioxidants.
Well, they'll work together to make some tasty treats.
Yes.
The first one is going to be what I'm calling your take on blueberry muffins.
Yes.
They look tasty. Tell us what we got going here.
Yes. So this is kind of a traditional way of using blueberries. Of course, you can do them in yogurt and oatmeal and pancakes, and we put them in a muffin here. Added some bananas as well as flax seeds. So we kind of jumped up the nutrition a little bit. So when you have bananas, they do a couple different things. Bananas, you can kind of lower the sugar content a little bit. So in traditional muffins, there's usually about a cup or so of sugar. These have half a cup. Also, the fat content comes down a little bit too when you use bananas. And so usually fat content, it varies with muffins, half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. These have 1/3 of a cup. So we have the ground flaxseed, as well as the blueberries, bananas, as well as some traditional cinnamon and nutmeg flavoring.
Yeah, it looks pretty tasty. I think the banana piece of that I would have never guessed, but it sounds pretty good. All right, transitioning now into what really got me interested in this segment is your take on a turkey burger with blueberries.
Yes.
You're crazy.
So this is a little less conventional way to use blueberries. I'm going to flip these guys over here because I already started them, and I can smell that they are getting nice and brown. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix for you the other half of the mixture that I have. So that's some good flavor right there.
Yeah, and you cook these how long?
So these are about 7 minutes on both sides, depending on your range. This is a gas range, so they go a little faster. But what we did here, I mixed together some balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, garlic. I like to use the minced paste garlic, so it's nice and fine. Dijon mustard, a little salt and pepper, and blueberries. And I like to mix all these ingredients first before putting the meat in, just so we don't overwork the mixture. And so that's important for any kind of meat patty or meatball.
I was going to say, if you do work the meat up real well, what are some things that are happening to that?
It just gets dense, and it's just not as a nice of a texture.
Gotcha. Well, remember that.
So it's nothing to do with the nutrition, nothing to do with, it's just more of a quality kind of thing. So I'm just going to kind of gently just dig my hands in there and mix this together. So you can see that those are kind of dark on the grill. A lot of that is the sugar from the blueberries kind of coming out. So it's not a bad thing. They're not burnt by any means.
We are making you multitask, so we'll give you a break on that one.
Thanks.
No problem.
But just in case that's what they look like at home, don't think you have to start over.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah. So I'm going to just form these into a patty, kind of gently. These are a nice size. This is about 1/4 pound for each one. And there you have the 2 patties that I will add onto the other side of the grill. Okay. So I brushed with a little bit of oil. You could use a grill pan at home if you wanted to. I'm using a flat top skillet. When you're cooking with poultry, chicken, ground chicken, or turkey for patties, you want to take into consideration grilling is a dry heat method or a dry cooking method. And so I added a little bit of oil to the skillet to help just so it doesn't stick. And if you use a grill pan at home, that's what you want to do. But my secret ingredient whenever I do a patty with chicken or turkey is I like to do an herbed mayonnaise.
Now wait a minute, before you say mayonnaise, to me I'm hearing like red flag, like normally you would say no mayonnaise, Jeremy,
Right,
for dieting,
right.
but what do we got here?
Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with mayonnaise. Real, regular mayonnaise is just oil, vegetable oil, depending on the kind. It could be soybean oil or coconut oil or olive oil or a mixture. Some egg, a little vinegar, and salt, and some lemon juice. So there's nothing really, you know, crazy wrong about that. And we're doing a leaner meat. So again, with the leaner meat, I like to add a little bit of fat and flavor. And so what I do is I do this, the regular mayonnaise. Here I have cilantro. You could use parsley if you wanted to. And then I just stir this together, just like that. Some may just eat this on their own. And then I like to take off, when I have the burgers ready, I put the bun on the skillet, toast it a little bit, spread some of the herbed mayonnaise on there. And there you have a blueberry turkey burger.
They cook faster and that's what's drying them out, or is it because of the less of the fat in there, it's just, the cooking wise, you got to adjust for that time.
Right, exactly. So they actually cook a little bit longer than a beef burger, about 7 minutes on each side, because you want, if you're taking the internal temperature, you want them to be 160 and let it rest up to 165. And then I'm going to take these other patties off here because that, I think they reached their limit. We'll let those go until they cook all the way through. And then we would add our herbed mayonnaise in the bun of your choice. I prefer brioche, but whatever you have on hand. Or if you chose to not do a bun and you were doing maybe potato salad on the side or a pasta salad, you could just have the patty with the herb mayonnaise on top.
Yeah, it looks really delicious.
Yes.
All right, Andrea, we've cleaned up the mess a little bit. The burgers smell amazing. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Blueberry Month than this turkey blueberry burger. Amazing stuff. We'll get the recipe out there for you folks so you can try it out. Thank you so much for prepping all this. I know it's a lot of work. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But I think this is going to be a fun new tradition in the Crosby household for sure.
Great.
And we look forward to working with you here coming up next month.
Wonderful.
All right, that does it here. You got to try this. It's amazing. Blueberry Month. Come on. All right, take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Historical Society, it's Alan. Alan's back on the show. And Alan, it's been a while. How you been doing out there?
Okay, I'm keeping busy with our website.
You certainly have. And today we're going to talk about some fun features on the website. Alan, tell us, what have you been working on?
Okay, Before we start on what's new, I just want to let people know where we've come from. 3.5 years ago, we had 2 web pages and 2 images. Today, we have 253 web pages, over 3,200 images on a website and WordPress server, and over 1,000 links to other websites. So you see, we've really expanded in the last 3.5 years.
You certainly have. Wow.
So
that's a lot.
yeah, and it keeps going up. So the first new initiative I'd like to talk about, we started this spring, and we call it the Fitchburg Historical Society Website Alert System. And whenever we put something new on our website, we send out an email to all our members and to others who want to get these emails, notifying them that something has been added to the website. We describe what it is and even have a link to the new material. This has really been great for us because it, between 3 and 4 days after we put out a website alert, our viewers double and the number of pages they look at triple. So it's really been a great deal for us. So the next thing I want to do is begin with a question. I want to see how good you are at knowing Fitchburg history.
Oh boy.
So when was the first post office designated that was would be in Fitchburg? Do you have any date?
Is this a trick question?
It's not a trick question.
Oh man. I'm gonna go 1850.
You're pretty close, 1842. That's 6 years before Wisconsin became a state. And they designated Quivy Grove Inn, which at that time was just the, it was on, would be on the fish hatchery route, just below M. And it has no real connection with current Quivly's Grove on Nesbitt Road. So your next question, see if that's any better. How many post offices do you think Fitchburg has had?
I am gonna go with the over would probably be 5, but I'm gonna go with 3 here. I think that's a safe bet.
You should have gone with your first answer. It was 5, not including what we have now. They started out as where there were stagecoach inns as people were going to Madison. And then it changed to where train depots were. So there were actually 5. Now, the big question is, how many do we have now?
Well, technically, we don't have any, but we do have pickup service in town. So I don't know how you qualify it, but I guess you could say none with a kind of a designated post office site in Hatchery Hill.
We currently have 1 post office. It's at Sue's Hallmark, and it's just a little area in there where you could drop off mail. They don't have any delivery. It's next to the Pick and Save on Fish Hatchery. So we have 5 zip codes in Fitchburg. And of those 5, the only one that could use Fitchburg in its address is the 53711. All the others have to use either Madison, Verona, or Oregon addresses. So that's been a little pet peeve for me, that even the post office won't admit that most of the area that they service is in Fitchburg. So
I've heard that that's been that was quite the quite the work from city staff years and years ago, trying to work on that, and it sounded like it was a very tough but a no decision to be had on making that work. But that's a different story. Going back to those alerts, Alan, how do people sign up to get those alerts? I am one of the people who does receive the alerts, and I certainly appreciate them. But how do people get those alerts?
The easiest way is to contact us at our email address. And the easiest way to do that is just to go on our website, which if you look at it, it has an official address, but you could usually find it by just putting in www.fitchburghistory.org. And there's a contact under About Us. And you just click that, and you can put in your name, your email, and just ask to join this website alert. And we've had quite a few people that signed up, including the mayor of Fitchburg. So it's been great for that.
Yeah, Alan, you've done a lot of great work on this, and everybody at the Historical Society for keeping track of everything. We certainly appreciate it. And sorry, my son really likes the website too. He's in the background talking right now. He's just loving it. Alan, thank you so much for your time. We'll catch up with you and the rest of the gang next month here on TF.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Alan from the Fitchburg Historical Society. If you haven't checked out the website, you need to do so and make sure you get yourself signed up for those alerts. It's really cool, the materials that they put in there. And if you haven't had a chance, make sure you stop at the library when it opens up again and check out all the great information they have on there. But the website works now, right? Makes it easy and fun here.
Updated.
And see, Alan Marais keeps it updated. All right, I'll take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day. I want to thank Andrew over at Hy-Vee for having us over and making those impressive blueberry burgers. We'll get the recipes when we post up the video. We can post those up for you. And yeah, it's really good. Let me tell you, I was kind of skeptical, but it really just adds to the flavor. And putting the sauce, that secret sauce on top, it's legit. Also want to thank Alan over at the Fitchburg Historical Society for taking us through the website. If you haven't checked it out or signed up for the alerts, as he indicated, you need to do so. They post up a lot of fun stuff about Fitchburg. And it's pretty cool to stay up in the history of our great city. All right, we wrap up the show with this. Staying connected with Back TV. Andrew wants you to remember to like us, to find us, to call him, not me, and live streaming. You can watch the whole thing. Have a great day, everybody.